Once upon a time, in the island of Mindanao, there lived a strong man named Bantugan. He wants to marry a sultan's daughter who lived far from his place. He decided to send his son, Balatama, to carry his proposal to the princess. Bantugan knew that was a long and hazardous journey, so he gave his son courage and the best weapon on his long journey. On his way, Balatama encountered a wooden fence surrounded by a stone and used his fighting knife to cut it down. Then he used his shield when the stone rained down as large as houses. The great snake also crossed his path and cut him into two pieces. He also found gold and crystals, but not encouraged to its splendid glister. Soon, he then stood at the gate of the town. The gate of the town has courtiers who also wants to marry the sultan's daughter. He was carrying his father errand, and all of the questions and asked was granted in behalf of his father, except when they are begging for the statue of gold as a gift. When forcing him to give the statue of gold, he reached his helmet and drew it forth to them. Then there come the dreadful storms, rain, and darkness. So the Sultan alarmed and told Balatama that they don't want the statue of gold anymore, and promised that Bantugan might marry his daughter without any gift, and the storm stops. On his way back to his father, Balatama came to the fence surrounding stones in a form of a man and was detained in it. Spanish general heard about Bantugan's preparation to marry the Sultan's daughter, whom he also determined to marry. He bring out the news to the Sultan that if he cannot marry his daughter, he will destroy the city and kill all his people. So the Sultan was frightened and decided to give his daughter to the general. Now, there is a war between Bantugan and the general, because Bantugan knew the plan of the Sultan and the general. It was also too late when the old father of Sultan knew that Bantugan is the son of his great friend, whom he promised that their children should be intermarried. And now, two people had to marry the Sultan's daughter. It was a big war, and the victory will win the heart of the princess.
The war is dreadful. There are many women and children die. The Sultan decreed to send a message to BANTUGAN. They will active the Spaniard. They will case the war, and the general could marry this daughter. While he promised to BANTUGAN that if he case the war, he will marry this daughter right after the Spaniard gone. So this happened. BANTUGAN married this daughter and went home. Taking home, the Sultan promised. The general sailed toward his home. When he found out that BANTUGAN already married the princess, he was totally disgusted. He prepared for this great expansion which will destroy the BANTUGAN in this country. BANTUGAN is surprised for the large war sent by the general. The fighting was fast and furious, but soon the great warship of BANTUGAN filled with water and sank. BANTUGAN wife, after knowing what happened to her husband, BANTUGAN, he also stayed for the battle, but their ship is sunk.
Day. When you see the island not far from the mouth of Rio Grande in Mindanao, it was known to be a place where Bantugan ship sank, and an island arose in this spot. On this thickly wooded island are found white monkeys who still live in the center of it, and on the other side was the Mount Timaco, where the place his wife sank, and a mountain arose in this spot where one can hear the chanting and singing of the waiting wife of Bantugan.